Can somebody, anybody explain to me, please, what is going on down to the Bravo? Is it me or is it getting a little ghetto? Let's chat. What's up, everybody? It's your girl Bonnie Scotch. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. I wanted to bring you an update for Summer House Martha's Vineyard. It's my understanding that this show is on pause. Meanwhile, nobody truly understands what that means. But before we get into it, go ahead and hit the like button for me. When you hit the like button, not only is it a free way to support my channel, but it also lets YouTube know that I'm here and that you all are rocking with my commentary. That being said, let's jump into it. So my show is on pause. It was really picking up steam and it seemed to be picking up traction, and it wasn't doing any worse than the original Summer House or Winter House or whatever it was. They started with low ratings and they were able to come up and do their thing. So I don't understand what's going on. So not only do we have a pause from Summer House Martha's Vineyard, we have this weird rollout going on with Real Housewives of Atlanta. That's the first thing. Then there's no BravoCon this year, apparently. Weird. What else? Vanderpump is on pause as well. And I just heard that New Jersey is not getting a reunion. Is that true? Or is that a rumor? Like, what is it giving? I don't know. Things just seem really ghetto at Bravo. And I wish that this cast got another chance to start filming right away. And, well, I guess not during peak season. I guess they can't do it at that time because a lot of celebrities are there and whatnot. Anyway, I'm just disappointed. I'm really disappointed in Bravo. By the way, shout out to my twist out, honey. Get into it. Yes. Period. I set this thing for 2 days and she is set. All right. I also had some thoughts on Summer House Martha's Vineyard that I was able to process in speaking to my best friend and also speaking to another content creator by the name of Tammy Talks. Huge shout out to Tammy Talks. Now, I noticed something about myself. When I'm processing something, when I'm processing a lot of different information, it's hard for me to speak true to how I really feel, right? And with that reunion, there was just so much going on, and I didn't feel like in the moment I got to process everything that was going on. I noticed that Jordan was quiet, but it didn't click to me in that moment that the reason that she is quiet and the reason that Jasmine was so amped up in comparison is because Jasmine knew that the audience was on her side and Jordan knew that the opposite was true, that the audience members are not on Jordan's side at all. Now, for you all who have been watching my channel, you know that Jordan is my girl. She's actually one of my favorites. I don't have a problem with Jordan. The only thing that I had about Jordan, the comment that I had, was I didn't like how buck she got with the men. My concern was this could be dangerous. Now, I found out some behind the scenes tea that I'm not going to get into as it concerns Jordan, but it's my understanding that Jordan did not get a favorable edit. We hear this all the time. Now, I heard a lot of content creators and a lot of different people talking about how Jordan must be jealous of Jasmine because Jasmine is the nucleus of this group. I'm sorry, y'all. For me, it's lazy to just throw out that somebody is jealous. If we compare Jordan and Jasmine's lives, there is absolutely nothing under the sun that Jordan would have to be jealous of Jasmine for. Now, the thing about this whole situation that's so funny to me is that we keep calling Jasmine the nucleus of this group when Jasmine herself said on Carlos King's, the interview that they had, that the producers hit up Jordan first and Jordan introduced Jasmine to the producers and things kind of jumped from there. So then it's really Jordan who's the nucleus of the group. It doesn't appear to me that she would want to be at the center of the show because based on what we know about Jordan and what we have seen pretty much all of season 2, we have seen Jordan going through one long depressive episode. Jordan has been in bed for most of season 2. Tammy and I were talking about this. And I'm a person who deals with depression, and I know what it looks like. This is a woman who is losing her hair at 31 years old, who is dealing with alopecia, dealing with self-esteem and self-confidence issues. And nobody seems to have any compassion for her. But everybody is running to Jasmine's aid. Now, the thing, again, that is so funny about this situation is that everybody's saying that Jasmine is the nucleus of this group. For me, watching Jasmine sit up there and clamor and beg for friendship, pretty much, because that's what she was doing. It really did look kind of pathetic. But you begging people for friendship, and you're the nucleus of the group, did it occur to anybody that maybe Jasmine is just not a joy to be around? Did it occur to anybody that everybody just prefers Jordan's company over Jasmine? Maybe that's why you're not getting invited places. Are we going to sit up here and act like we didn't watch Silas act like a ghoul all of season 1? Jasmine has all this smoke, all this energy for Jordan, but then you let your husband drag you over a pair of pants, over not pressing his pants correctly or whatever it was. You stained his shit with the Tide pen. Let's be very serious here. Let's be very ultra serious. I'm not going to compare their lives and get into the ways that Jordan is that girl, because she is. She is. She's an it girl. She modeled for Fenty. She lives in the city with a doorman. How many of you have a doorman? I'll wait. She's a DJ. She really is that girl in these streets. Her mom apparently is like some really accomplished scientist or something like that. I think Jordan herself is degreed up, if I'm not mistaken. And then you have Jasmine with a verbally abusive husband and God knows what else going on behind the scenes, right? Jasmine, let's just break it down. Let me go through my notes and make sure I'm not forgetting anything, because I'm just running my mouth. Nobody talks about how Jasmine truly did not respect Bria's relationship in season 1, nor did she respect Jordan stating that she is celibate. She wanted to push her own agenda on her friends, right? She wanted to be dismissive of Bria, and she wanted to push Jordan into partnership. Just for the simple reason that she's in a partnership. And Jordan is already telling her, I'm not on that type of time right now, right? Not only that, we watched Silas sit up and talk greasy to Jordan, and Jasmine never checked her man. Now, in my comments, I got a whole bunch of people arguing on Jasmine's behalf, talking about how Preston never checks Jordan or holds Jordan accountable. Meanwhile, Jordan has not said 2 words all of this season. Y'all got all this smoke for Jordan, right? That doesn't make sense. And what I was saying to somebody, I think it was It'll Be All Right. A grown person cannot hold another grown person accountable, right? You can bring something to their awareness, but you cannot hold them accountable. Now, if we going off of y'all's logic that Preston was supposed to hold Jordan accountable, how come Jasmine didn't hold her nigga accountable when he started talking greasy to Jordan? When Alex called Jordan the toxic friend, how come nobody checked him and held him accountable? He didn't even know that lady. He didn't know her from a roast beef sandwich. Oh, I can tell you the toxic friend. Nigga, what do you know about me? It was all of these assumptions. It didn't make any sense. If I have a friend, right, and your man starts talking greasy to me and you don't step in to say nothing, we're done. We're done. We're done. Now let's be clear about something. Just because all that carrying on that Jasmine did is not a deal breaker for y'all, doesn't mean that it's not going to be a deal breaker for other people. The way Jasmine moves would be a deal breaker for me. And let's get into it really quick, right? Because Jordan talked about the switch up and how inauthentic Jasmine was now that she has a husband, honey. Now let me give y'all a quick little soapbox example. I was hanging out with a family member years ago. We got very, very cool, right? I'm telling her this joke, we kikiing, falling out. She calls one of her guy friends that I guess maybe she liked him or something like that. She calls one of her guy friends to tell him the joke. And he starts hating and talking about, oh, well, it's not blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, nigga, calm down. It's not even that serious. Like, it's just a joke. Like, he was like really trying to make it into all this other extra shit. And I was like, oh, you're corny. And in that moment, she was not laughing anymore. She was going along with what he said. I was like, oh, that's the energy? A nigga comes around, says something contrary to what we've been on, and now you gonna switch up? Oh, you're dangerous. And I'm out of here. After that, I was done. After that, I was good. So, you know what it is? I feel like a lot of the audience identifies with Jasmine's pick-me spirit. I'm just going to be so real with y'all. The leave your friends for a man group is heavy in these streets. I know how y'all move. I do. So I just don't understand like all of this villainizing Jordan. And Jasmine is sitting there being pressed on stage. Oh, well, what's your problem with me? Girl, they don't want to hang out with you, sweetie. They don't like you. Now, I wish they would just come out and say it. I know what Jordan's issue is, and that's valid to me. But y'all invalidate Jordan because you don't like her. So now her reasoning is not good enough. It doesn't even make sense. Anyway, child, what else do I have here in my notes? Silas is going off on Jordan, talking about, oh, you keep her outside till 3 a.m. Jasmine is a grown-ass woman. Can't no other grown-ass woman keep somebody grown outside. Y'all get into these marriages and y'all become property and y'all just go along with the narrative that you're property because you won't even speak up for yourself in that moment. Nick had to jump in and tell Silas, hey, that's a grown woman and she's been okay moving through her friendships and her life her whole time without you. Girl, I can't. Anyway, what else do I have here? I'm just going to go through my notes real quick. I wanted to try to keep this short and sweet. Okay, yeah, I think I pretty much covered it. Something that I noticed in my last video is because I spoke out against the fan favorite, Jasmine, my subscriber count was not what I'm used to seeing. You know what I mean? I get a decent amount of subscribers on a weekly tip, and, you know, going against the audience and going against the grain, you know, I understand, but I'm not one of those people that is going to just agree with what everybody is agreeing with just to go with the crowd. I'm not that girl, and I never will be. I'm not going to be that type of person, and I'm not that type of content creator, period. Anyway, y'all, that was my closing thoughts on Summer House Martha's Vineyard. I did not watch Noelle's interview, breaking the fourth wall with Kempire. Noelle really disappointed me this season, so I was kind of over her. Shanice was a disappointment. Shanice is so wild. You really twerk your loose bikini bottoms in front of that man and talk about he got a wandering eye. Sick. Sleeping with all these rich men, not getting no money. Just sick in the mind. Anyway, y'all, that was the video. Oh my God. Happy Pride to everybody. All of my fellow LGBTQIA plus members. I am a proud bi/pansexual. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to all of us. We out here. I am hitting Pride this weekend. I cannot wait. I am so excited. I've never done DC Pride. So, yeah, I'm really, really looking forward to it. I still got to figure out what I'm wearing, how I'm wearing my hair, honey. I just want to look whimsical and magical and sexy. You know what I mean? And I want to maybe wear some shorts, something I could throw my ass in. I'm gonna be throwing my ass in a circle at Pride. Yes, I will. Anyway, y'all, that was the video, and I will see y'all for the next one. Peace.